his riot gear in his advanced combined test at the Ocala Horse Park. This is his first time in competition at the advanced level. Coming down the center line, working on staying straight. We drift a little bit, and also I have to work on my positioning. I tend to want to lean a little to the left sometimes and a little to the right. Depends on what I'm feeling on the horse, but it's always a work to stay in balance. And we come across the center line for a medium trot, which he does very well, into our 10-meter circle. And part of his weakest link can be bending through his rib cage and suppleness through there. So he gets a little stuck through his shoulder end. So I have to work on having my right leg a little closer to the girth and watching that my left leg doesn't go too far forward. And again, medium trot. He kind of comes up a little bit, but he's very uphill to ride for those. And then back into the 10-meter circle, working on positioning in shoulder 4. I'm a little late to get the position, so that's why you saw a smidge of the head toss. And again, this is a pretty weak shoulder in. I would like to have his shoulder on a little bit better angle, but work in progress. And now we come across the diagonal for an extended trot. So I have to make sure I keep him in balance with my half halts of my core and my seat so he doesn't get too big, but I was pretty pleased with how that felt. And now coming in, I have to work a little bit better on getting deeper into my corners because I'm a little late for this position and turn for the half pass. Because it's half pass K to X, which is in the middle between E and B. And that was okay. That was his stronger way, going to the right. And again, I just have to make sure I keep him absolutely straight on that center line. And again, I did a little bit better positioning there through the corner to prepare, but then we got a little wobbly because we're stuck through our ribs. So I could get a little bit more, but that's just a work in progress with him. That's been our weakest link, and also working on positioning my shoulders to be parallel with his. Sometimes I get a little stuck as well. Down transition to the walk. And now I'm going to turn right at V. Preparing for a walk pirouette to the right. My friend Lainey, another fellow eventer, has been down, so it's been great having the extra dressage help from her because she's a bit of a dressage queen. Was able to get him to keep stepping through. You want small steps behind as the front end crosses over, but the hind end does not need to stick or spin. So they have to do like little teeny steps in place. Now we're going across for our extended walk. I have to work on getting his nose a little more down and out, but it was pretty good there. Now preparing for turning left at M. Making sure I have my outside rein. Preparing him here for the walk pirouette to the left. So keep the shoulders. I want the hind end. See how he steps in place there? It was a little big, but pretty good. Now prepare for my canter right lead. And now we do a medium R to F. Making sure I keep the shoulder 4. So shoulder 4 meaning the shoulders are a smidge leading so the haunches don't come in. You want to make sure that your judge can see that the haunches aren't being thrown to the inside. And again, a little late to prepare for my canter half pass. And you see he's just stuck. But once that comes, man, we're going to be right there. Right in the top. A little wiggly down the center line. Now I have to cross the diagonal. It's R to V with a flying change before V. And it was pretty clean, so the right to left is his stronger side. Making sure I get into the corners. And now I'm preparing because I have an extended canter all the way down this long side. And again, I want to make sure that his haunches don't swing left. keeping him straight. And we had a good transition in the corner. Now preparing for my next canter half pass. This is a little bit harder way for him, but he tries to give me a little bit more bend. Could have even more. And then I needed to position a little shoulder forward because the haunches swung a smidge on the inside there. Lainey was getting after me for that. Now preparing for our left to right change. This is the weaker side for him. And so we were late behind, so not a very good change, but he stayed obedient afterwards, and I was able to keep the rideability. And now coming near the end, I have my half 10-meter circle, preparing for our halt. And I was very pleased with this test. He was really rideable, and we had some really good moments in there, and ended up scoring a 25.4, putting us third in a very tough division. So super pleased with that. Now on to our show jump. Show jump was proving to be a little tight on time. So I had to make sure I kept my lines a little snug because Riot does like to get up in the air. Jumped the first one lovely. Coming to the second. And then this was a nice 7. He just walks down the line. Very good. Now off the turn to this in and out. I have to really work with my shoulders back. He jumps out a little hollow. I think he was a little distracted, but he still managed to jump it and not touch it. Coming to this oxer. Again, such a good horse with the hind end. And he's a big horse too, so I really have to work on positioning with my body. And he just walks down this 6. It was proving to be very easy for him. Well, that was actually a long 6 for other horses. Now coming to this triple, I came in a little hot, and I really had to whoa for the 2, but he was able to come right back. And then we fit in the 7 lovely. I'm making sure I land and keep going to cover the ground. And we jumped the last fence clean with no time. And we finished second place. I was super pleased with him.